EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Southern Hemisphere and the historic city of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. Game number 2 on this year's NFL schedule. Happy to have you with us. The Chiefs, the Chargers, underway from Brazil. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. Oh, it breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. 30 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one. A lot more to go. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Hampton. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
now it's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Back to Hampton on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. But now he appears to be in some pain. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That is caught. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Here's Pacheco on the read option. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25.
Brings up second down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
Here's second and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mahomes now to throw. He's got Smith here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A first down carry for Smith. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard gain. Brings up second down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Here's Mahomes to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that That makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Turn there, gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Herbert.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel, getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Cameron Dicker on now to try to field goal.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. To
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for KC. 64 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Herbert.
Pass out left finds Johnston.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Davis running straight ahead. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. It's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
They'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Chargers' 10-yard line.
43! Yellow, yellow!
Smith up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll send Rice in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. McKinnon here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 10.
Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. This one finds McConkey. And he goes out right around the 39.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
from the 50. Here's Herbert. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Just what they need, electric grenade with subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert now. That one complete to McConkey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Motion man right is Rice.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. He's got it at the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the draw, this is Smith. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Forced out to his left. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Pass complete to Royals.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Running left, it's Smith. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Four receivers in the formation here for a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the give, it's Vidal. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Here's J.K. Scott now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Smith to return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Inside handoff, Smith. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this throw incomplete.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. And 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. It's 3 a.m. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it.